Alright, mate. So yeah, GMT, all bets off. Yeah, it's been nasty. It's been very nasty, especially with BTC dropping. BTC does look like it's not bottomed. I would say there's probably more to come later, but let's see how that develops. I fully agree. Some of these football coins, you know, can do extremely well in the future. They already have a huge business, an established business with real customers that they can tap into. The only thing is that these coins yet, you know, football tokens have not really started marketing or advertising the blockchain or their tokens. If as soon as they start to advertise it or market it, you know, it's going to do very well. So in time, and of course in bull markets and all, they usually do very well. And the fact that Porto is now the number 8th coin in the 8th football club in the world, its market cap is 17 million. Right, it's tiny. It's absolutely tiny. So yeah, I fully agree that I think there's a very good upside in these football tokens whenever we can get a bottom here. At 17 million, you know, you drop 50% on that, you're talking a market cap of you know, 8 million, 9 million. So how much downside is there on Porto? You know, that's what one has to ask himself. You really don't think. See, the other beautiful thing about the football tokens is there's no, well, I'm not going to say there's no way, but there really should be no way that these are going to crash and get delisted. They're a proper business. They should be here the next bull run, meaning exactly what you said here. Right, some of these football tokens can be the next Vet and Zil, and even Matic, and that's very true. So there's a safety factor because they are football tokens. You only need one good trade to make a lot of money. One good investment, I should say. You only need one good investment to make a lot of money. That's what can set you off on your whole career, or anybody. And I'm not talking about yourself and personal, but anybody. Like anybody just needs one big trade. Sometimes you can set them up for life. I always remember years ago my mate made 1 million out of $5,000. That was in the 2017 bull market, and he had no clue what he was doing, which is even better. But anyway, let's look at GMT here. There's something. Oh, let's open this video. But yeah. See, the monthly is still bearish, right? It is. It got a bad rejection. There's no question about that. Like, this in theory to be bullish was supposed to hold, you know, in the 50% retrace of this green candle somewhere down here to be truly bullish. Obviously Bitcoin selling has been extremely strong. You know, obviously in hindsight there's a large volume here, and when you do above large volume you look to short, but even shorting here there should have still been support coming through here. Like that's your resistance point. Resistance here should now become support, but we have blown through that, which is it's a bad sign, and it's a sign that it wants to look at this. See here, it's not the same, but they're like, if we do look in here, you know, there should have been some sort of support on there, even support kind of lower there. And it never happened, and we flushed through that. So it sliced through it like butter here, which is not a great sign. Now, one hope, I'm not sure if you're in this still or what, one hope is that something like this happens when you get that other flush and there's another day down before getting the reversal and a bounce right back up. See the way they've bounced right up to the top of the red candle. I'm not saying it's going to bounce right up to the top of the red, but it may be kind of enough to get you out. There is 4 days left. This is a per weekly candle. Now if we do look above, there is another example here, something similar, right? It's almost identical, to be fair. No, it's not identical, but you get this big candle. But the next week there was a bounce halfway open to this before going lower to take liquidity in the wick. Now I don't know if you're in this, if you're in a loss or in this or whatever, but what if it does hold up and then next week there is a bit of a bounce? That might be a way to get out, as long as this holds, of course. The 2 week flipping red here as well with 10 days left. I mean, that's a bad rejection. That's it's not what you want to see. The hope is that this 2 week candle flips green, just like what we talked about up here. So over the next week or so, you know, in theory, it would be, well, it would be nice if this bounces up a little bit and allows for a better exit. But as long as this is red, you know, that it is a bit iffy. It is it's not great. Hopefully Bitcoin can stabilize the next 3 or 4 days and get small bounces, which might allow this to recover a bit.